right, let's talk about the future, specifically the year 2026 and the auto industry. It's about to go through a massive revolution, and today we're going to get a sneak peek. But we're not just guessing here, no crystal balls, we're using something way more powerful to figure out what's coming for the cars we'll be driving.
So, what are the biggest changes headed our way in 2026? To find out, we did something a little different. We didn't just call up some industry analyst. No, we went straight to the source of future thinking itself. We asked two of the most powerful AIs on the planet the exact same question, just to see what kind of future they'd map out for us.
And you know what? The answers we got back were, well, they were fascinating. It was kind of like getting advice from two totally different experts. First, you have ChatGPT, who came across like this super practical business strategist. It was all about the how. Like, here's how dealerships need to change to survive. Then you have Claude, who is the total tech futurist, focused on the what, the actual mind-blowing technologies that are about to hit the scene.
So, the first thing we did was look at where these two AI minds agreed. Because, let's be real, when two completely separate, super advanced AIs both predict the exact same thing, that's not just a trend, that's pretty much a guarantee. So you're going to want to pay close attention to this stuff.
Okay, first up, and this one is a huge deal, the software-defined vehicle, or SDV. The best way to think about this is to stop thinking of your car as just a machine and start thinking of it like your smartphone. Imagine a car that doesn't just get older, it actually gets better over time. It gets new features, performance boosts, all through software updates sent over the air, just like your phone. It's a total game changer.
And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. The speed here is just staggering. Claude actually pointed out that by 2026, a full one-third of all cars made in China will already have the powerful central computers needed for this to work. So yeah, this transition isn't coming, it's already here, and it is moving fast.
All right, the second thing both AIs agreed on is something that affects every single one of us, right in the wallet. We're talking about the price of EVs. For years, the biggest hurdle to buying an electric car has been the cost, right? Well, according to our AIs, that barrier is about to get completely demolished. 2026 is the year.
And the reason why is pretty simple. Batteries. They're just getting so much cheaper to make. The whole industry has been obsessed with this one magic number, getting battery costs down to $100 per kilowatt hour. That's the tipping point. The moment where EVs become just as cheap to build as regular gas cars. And guess what? Both AIs predict that in 2026, we're finally going to cross that line. And when that happens, the floodgates are going to open.
And the third big area of agreement? Safety. Our cars are about to get a massive intelligence upgrade, thanks to a new government mandate for automatic emergency braking. All those cool driver assist features that used to be only on high-end luxury cars, things like adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist, they're about to become standard on pretty much everything. So your next car, no matter what it costs, is essentially going to have a built-in safety co-pilot.
Okay, so that's the common ground. Now let's get to the really interesting part, where the two AIs had their own unique takes. We're going to start with Claude, our tech futurist, and the specific, concrete pieces of tech it says we need to watch out for.
So Claude's #1 prediction is a legit battery breakthrough. Solid-state batteries are finally going commercial. And folks, this is the holy grail for electric vehicles. We're talking about charging your car in minutes, not hours. We're talking about way more range on a single charge. And they're much safer, with a way lower risk of fire. This isn't just an improvement. This is the tech that could finally once and for all kill range anxiety.
Next up, Claude flags something called V2X. It stands for Vehicle to Everything, and it's basically giving your car a sixth sense. Imagine your car is constantly talking to other cars, to traffic lights, maybe even to a pedestrian's phone. This communication web lets your car literally see around blind corners, or know about a traffic jam a mile down the road. It's a layer of safety that cameras and sensors alone just can't match.
So what happens when cars can see everything and react instantly? Well, you get this, the robo-taxi boom. Claude was really clear that we're past the small-scale experiment phase. It pointed to companies like Pony AI, who are planning to triple their fleet of autonomous taxis in 2026. This is the moment robo-taxis go from being a cool pilot project to a real, growing business you can actually use.
So if Claude gave us the what, the cool new tech, then ChatGPT gave us the how. It focused almost entirely on the real-world impact, basically handing us a survival guide for the backbone of the entire industry, your local car dealership. Because this isn't just a wave of new tech, it's a tidal wave, and either adapt or you're going to get swept away.
And ChatGPT's core message boiled down to this one simple, powerful idea. When cars are basically complex computers you can drive, the whole sales game changes. It's not about the hard sell anymore. It's about education. The dealers who win are the ones who can actually teach customers about all this new tech, build that trust, and help them navigate this new world.
So how do you do that? How do you become a teacher? Well, according to ChatGPT, it all starts in the service department. The job is fundamentally changing. Think less about oil changes and engine grease, and more about diagnosing software glitches, handling high-voltage systems safely, and fine-tuning all those incredibly precise sensors for the safety systems. It's a whole new skill set.
And that shift has to be reflected out front too. ChatGPT's advice here was blunt. You can't sell a cutting-edge piece of technology in a place that looks and feels like it's from 1995. The showroom of the future needs to feel a lot more like an Apple store and a whole lot less like a dusty old garage.
Here's the thing. EVs need way less maintenance. That's great for owners, but it breaks the old dealership business model. So where's the money going to come from? Well, ChatGPT laid out a brand new playbook. It's all about services now. Things like helping new owners learn their car's software, setting up subscriptions for new features, or selling premium connectivity plans. You're no longer just servicing the engine. You're servicing the car's entire digital life.
Okay, we've heard from the tech futurists about what's coming. We've heard from the business strategists about how to get ready. So now, let's put it all together. What's the actual plan? What should you be doing, right now?
Let's just quickly recap the big picture. It really is two sides of the same coin. Claude, our futurist, gave us the what, the awesome new tech like solid-state batteries and V2X. And ChatGPT, our strategist, gave us the how, the actual playbook for surviving and thriving in that new world.
And when you combine those two perspectives, you get a really clear timeline. The work has to start now, with the absolute basics. Get some EV chargers installed, start retraining your technicians. Then, as we hit 2026, you roll out the new tools and the new subscription models. And from there, in the years just after, it's all about scaling up and positioning yourself as a real leader in this totally new landscape.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? Here it is. This isn't just speculation. These changes aren't some distant dream. 2026, that's the year. It's the tipping point. It's the moment the automotive future finally, officially, becomes the automotive present.
And that leaves us with just one last question. And it's not for us, it's for you. The question is no longer if these changes are coming. We know they are. The only question that really matters now is, will your dealership be ready?